Oh my God. What's up, Sussex Squad? How you doing today? Well, baby, if you are Prince William, you are now leaking to the press that you are in deep talks to bring Harry back. And all I gotta say is, if Harry falls for this mess, baby, he deserves what he gets. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Okay, now we gotta talk. Do you know that William is now saying that he's in talks to bring Harry back? I know, that's what I said, please. But people that are palace insiders are swearing it's true. Now, before we get into these reports, I only got two things to say. One, yeah, right. William is very, very vengeful, and he doesn't forget, and Kate doesn't forget either. They're not trying to bring you back, dummy. They're trying to bring you closer to hurt you. You want to hear what I think's gonna happen? I think that they can get Harry to come back with limited engagements. What's going to happen in those limited engagements? I think they believe that Harry's going to love the UK so much that they're going to drive a wedge between him and Meghan. Meghan's either going to leave him or Harry is going to leave her. And then once Harry and Meghan are separated, they're going to throw Harry out on the streets and throw those shoes that he used to walk around in when he was a king's son in England soil with holes in them, and throw those in his face and tell him to get out. You guys, the royals, one thing I will say, they operate like stone cold narcissists. I know it is an organization, but it's very narcissistic. And one thing I do know about narcissists is narcissists 100% keep with the storyline. They keep with the plot. When they have an idea on how they want to hurt you, they never abandon it. They're like a dog with a bone. The goal was always for Meghan to leave Harry and for those kids to go with her. I think they still want that to happen. But William wants to hurt Harry. William is jealous of Harry's wife, Harry's kids. He's jealous of his life. If William could get his life like that, he would love to do it. But he has the responsibility. He's shirking it, but he still has the responsibility. He wants to see Harry parted with everything that William's jealous of. And once Harry's broken, he's going to then scrounge him and let him know what's up. He is going to treat him so bad that Edward and Sophie would look like the dream deal, right? The way they treat Edward and Sophie, trash. If Harry falls for this, but you know what? And this is one thing also I want to say. And I realize, Sussex Squad, listen, we are not a monolith. We agree to disagree. But can I just say this? If Harry does go back to the royal family without any concession, any change, anything, and I mean not just them accepting Meghan, that's great. That's the bare MF and minimum. I mean like see real change, that they start at least publicly changing their racist ways. Then what did Harry do except for go back to a racist system and support the racist system? I get it. Meghan's owed an apology. Meghan should be brought back on. I get it. But there also needs to be real change in that institution. And Harry just being brought back, even if he's allowed to go to engagements and they allow him to stay married to Meghan, I don't think that's good enough. And I think Harry needs to think long and hard about what image you want to put up, because yeah, you are charismatic. Yeah, you are this. Yeah, you do seem to have a heart. But if you're standing with racists, and if you're propagating a colonialist mindset, and you're literally doing PR for the evil empire, well, how much longer can you expect our goodwill? That's all I'm saying. Harry can go back, he can do what he wants, but again, I've always made it clear, I'm not a royalist. I want to see that monarchy burn, which oddly enough, I think William is doing the best through his incompetence to actually make it burn. But I'm not a royalist. All of that should be burnt. Everything. To the ground. To the ground. Anyway, let's hear what they're saying. King Charles and Prince William have been discussing the possibility of welcoming Prince Harry back into the fold, with William becoming more open to the idea. It's a trap. It's a trap. All right. This is from a royal insider. The ex-palace photographer Ian Pelham Turner revealed it to the Mirror US that with Andrew out the picture, William is warming up to the idea of Harry's return in some capacity, a sort of trade-off. My feeling at the moment is because of Charles's cancer diagnosis that all these negotiations, perhaps, for example, with Harry, have been accelerated. Charles was diagnosed with an undisclosed cancer type in 2024 and is currently undergoing treatment. It's funny that even on his deathbed, as this is true, he wants Harry to come back because he knows that William is going to mess it up. Anyway, Pelham Turner suspects that Charles and William have sat down to negotiate the terms and expedite the Bring Harry Back campaign. With Andrew moving out, there could be room for Harry to move in, as speculated. Harry, however, appears content living in the U.S., but has hinted at missing home and wanting to return. According to Pelham Turner, William still harbors some resentment towards the way his younger brother left the royal front line. Pelham Turner added, "So I think why all of this has happened now is that William has been placated about Harry coming back into the fold by getting rid of Andrew. There seems to be accelerations at the moment. One acceleration is bringing Harry back. The second acceleration is getting rid of Andrew." Again, first question, do you think Harry will accept this offer? I think he would be a fool to. A fool. Not just because he loves Meghan and he loves his kids, but he would be a fool to take any deal with the royals because they change rules when they want. For one, 3 reasons. 1, he loves Meghan and the kids. He'd be a fool to take his happy home and let those royals anywhere near it. Because one thing I do know is they hate happiness. As much as we talk and laugh at William and Kate's marriage, that's the way they want it. Do you realize that? That's the way they want it. If William despises Kate, then Kate has no control over him, not even in pillow talk. So that leaves the men in gray to be the only people in William's ear. They would never want a married couple to actually be in love. Because if they're in love, they will be their own counsel and they can form and make their own. And now Kate has the ear of the king, as opposed to the men in gray that keep the moniker. They don't want loving couples. They don't. In the beginning, yes, because they need to procreate. But at the end of it, no, they want them very much separate. Kate must curtsy probably when she sees William. You know what I'm saying? So you'd be a fool to let them marry. A loving marriage does not exist in the monarchy. There can be nothing stronger than the monarchy. Two. William, the monarchy is on its way out. It's done. It's a relic. I don't care that all over white supremacy seems to be sprouting. I don't care. It is a relic of times and it will fall, much like all the other royal houses in Europe. It just took an extra generation. When Queen Elizabeth, she extended it. We could argue she's the reason it fell by literally punishing Charles and not moving to the side so he could become king and make the monarchy, at least the love for the monarchy, like continue. Okay? But 3, again, you'd be a fool because they are liars. They never tell the truth. They make deals and then they change them. William is mad at you. He don't like you. Every single time, even at the best of the time, the most you could do would be their court jester and to be their red herring whenever they were doing something, you would have to. But can we still just get into this analysis? Because what? What are they? Well, Harry would be a fool to go back. Like I said, most people are against the monarchy. I know there's a lot of Sussex squads that are royalists and we're happy that Meghan got to marry in. Yeah, that's great. When we thought that they were changing, and it could have been. But now that we know who their hearts are, why would we support Harry going back to the monarchy? Would you support that? For what? For what? I was in this for racism and classism and elitism and unbridled power and somebody thinking your blood makes somebody better than another person. I'm talking about like a king or whatever. It's great if they actually make amends with Harry and Meghan, but there needs to be a wider conversation. And just because I see Harry and or Meghan up on that balcony waving, if there is no true change on the back, then what are we really doing? What are we really doing? You know? But honestly, what are we really doing? Now that said, I think Harry has a lot of sense. And I think Harry has a heart of gold. And I think Harry will do the right thing. But right now, the right thing is cutting ties with the monarchy. Because even if they do bring him back, even if they do bring Meghan back, well, if they bring Meghan back, I guess that would be changing the face of the monarchy. I don't know. Would you support it if Meghan actually got bought back and was given a position of power and treated nicely? Because at the end of the day, she would be supporting the monarchy, but as far as race relations in the UK, it would be amazing. So I don't know, what are you guys thinking? Let me drop to the comments. I want to know what you guys are thinking. If Harry goes back, would you support it? If he goes back without Meghan, would you support it? That's a hell no for me. If he goes back with Meghan, and Meghan and the kids look super happy and they're treated nicely and on engagement, this and that, would you support it? I'm thinking maybe, but then that's like asking if a perfect world if somebody gave you $1 billion. I just don't think the monarchy is capable of it. I think they want to split up Meghan and Harry, and once he loses everything that William coveted and wanted or was jealous of, and they take away all his charities and they have him embroiled in a few things where, you know, audio recordings, pictures come out, embroiled in a few scandals, then they'll just cast him out, just like they did Andrew. And why? Just because he can, because William's king. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.